fold. Oh my gosh. I can't even start on that. Like, no, no. Like I love Tatum. I am a Boston fan. I'm not finna crown him a superstar when he's not there yet. Like I told him in the chat, let the man make one finals before we try to put him in superstar range. Please.
Yeah, we got to leave these rants documented. So we all right now. We live.
Craziness.
Base Sports Talk. Main Spike here. AK Mr. AK.
What's up? Your boy Monray Hudson back again. Talk about these young sports and these games that we
Caught him.
have been watching.
Caught him in a pro rant.
I can't say fire games because both of the games wasn't fire, but these games that we have watched. Oh, Boston.
He's still bleeding green, so he's not gonna be like that. He just got this face right now. So
like I'm not.
It's only one game.
Like I'm not gonna just be like, okay, not Boston. No, I'm a Boston fan through and through. And like I said before on this same podcast there, I will take whatever wins we get because I did not expect, like most Boston fans will say, did not expect them to make no finals run this year based on how they looked at the beginning of the year. We're forgetting just before, just prior to January when it turned everything around, everybody was already discussing, oh, well, we might have to break up Brown and Tatum. They ain't gonna be able to work together well. They not doing it. Marcus Smart, snapped and was like, hey, y'all need to learn how to be unselfish. Oh, how we all forget how they were just talking about that before December. We were talking about that. Now all of a sudden, oh, Boston is there. Come on now. Like,
no, it's what you've done for me lately. That's what sports is. What you've done for me lately.
Like people just they really are. What have you done for me lately? And I'm like, come on now. Like just like
now. And then also selective hearing and selective memory. So
all of a sudden Tatum is better than Durant. Like, calm yourself now. Calm down, please.
The wise man Nick Wright put on 17 players better than Jason Tatum. But we're gonna get into the 2 games that went on tonight. Talk about the rest of the playoffs, but going LeBron, obviously not. Going Giannis, obviously not. Durant, obviously not. Luka,
same level.
That remains to be seen.
Same level. Like all the young superstars, I tend to just put them in the same boat, which is about 5 of them here. But you can keep going.
Joker, no. Embiid, no. Steph, no. Kawhi, no. AD, no. Dame, no. Harden, no. Mitchell, yeah.
Same level, maybe.
Booker, yeah.
Same level, maybe.
Morant, as of right now, well.
Like, bruh, oh my God. That boy Morant, he got a bright
CP3, no. PG, you can make a case.
And
you can make a case. And then Butler, if you said it, then yeah, I won't be there.
Like I'll say, it's debatable. So I'm just like, out of all these people, 12 straight up are off the board for me, and then 5 of them are like debatable. And I'm just like, this is one of the few times I agree with Nick Wright. One of the few times I agree with Nick Wright because Nick Wright be coming with some of these off the wall takes. But it's one of the few times that I say, like recently he just said in one of his shows that Luka is one of the greatest playoff performers we've ever seen. I'm like, Luka Doncic.
Where?
Luka Doncic, the one who just made his past his first playoff series. Like, calm down now. Like, but it is what it is. When you get it is what it is. Talk about that.
But let's, we got what's going on. What's the brackets looking like? All right, so Phoenix 4-2, got here. Pelicans, young team. CJ McCollum hopefully stays on there to lead that team. Zion sent him to New York.
That team would be good if Zion actually played, but I wouldn't even blame him for trading Zion.
But Brandon Ingram is the talk of that series.
And then Zion gonna come on and say, "Oh, I was healthy, but I wanted to sit out for a couple games, and I was gonna surprise everybody coming in for Game 7." What?
No, that nigga was making Naruto Jordans.
Oh my god,
he was so worried about that fucking series.
Madness.
Dallas 4-2 over the Jazz. Fuck the Jazz. Fuck Rudy Gobert. Just redo that team.
Trade Rudy and just be done. Quinn Snyder probably ain't gonna make it. Go ahead and call that what it is. He probably ain't gonna make it at this point. And go ahead and just trade Rudy. Make your team more offensively based. Matter of fact, what they need to do, make their team like the team that beat them. They need to make their team like the Mavericks. The Mavericks traded Porzingis and they made it with a bunch of shooters and people that can do stuff. And then Brunson just exploded this series. So make your team like the Mavericks. Get you some role players, people that can shoot. couple people make their own shot, make stuff easier for Mitchell, and work with that.
Just
That's
keep Mitchell. Keep Mitchell. Everybody else. Golden State 4-1 got the job done over Utah. Joker. But it's just when he got Murray, if Murray was playing,
they need Murray back.
Michael Porter Jr. was playing. Oh, where's Mike Conley? Mike Conley still plays on the team, right?
Yeah, we remember when Mike Conley also had a turnover that last game that dang near cost him the game. We ain't gonna talk about that. And that's on the other team.
4-1.
It's on the Jazz.
As we know, the Timberwolves got smoked by the young John Morant and company.
Them boys.
Desmond Bain and them.
They got a talented team, and they just don't. They literally look like they didn't know what they were doing sometimes. Like
they just lost. Once they got the lead, they didn't know how to act.
Oh my God, Karl-Anthony Towns pull up threes out of bro. Like no, play the good game. Oh, the scene around the world. It just, oh my gosh, I know they feel horrible because they just like, bro, we let 2 to 3 games go when they had leads in almost every game of the series, and they let majority of them go. I'm just like,
at the end was great pickup for them. Karl-Anthony Towns still a talented player, so they'll bounce it. They'll get there.
Yeah.
Heat with the smoke. 4-1, get him out of there.
Trae Young overrated.
It's the Hawks.
Trae Young overrated.
Trae Young is Trae Young.
Overrated.
Get some more pieces around him.
He overrated. Like he's small. He got to get some size on him.
He's done growing.
No, I'm talking about bulky size. They're gonna try to pull him around. He need more of a mid-range shot because right now he's just all shooting from downtown. He need a little bit more of a mid-range game. Try to get inside more. Go with that because once that hot hand ain't on them Hawks, it ain't pretty. They did have some injuries, but Trae just did not do well. So he needs to try to work on the inside game a little bit more, get a little bit of size on him, and it's gonna be a good humbling experience for him. It really will.
If you're watching now, drop a like. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like. Don't forget to share and to subscribe. Also, Blur Crew Entertainment, Blur Cartel, drop a follow. But Sixers, thank God, they beat the Toronto by 30. Thank goodness, because everybody was just worried. Game 6, how fucked up is Embiid? They just caught the Raptors lacking. Pascal Siakam didn't show up.
Game should be.
We just worry about this next round. The Sixers and Embiid. Concussion, fracture, orbital socket, thumb torn ligament. He said he'd be back game 3 or game 4. Let's see what Hardy can really do. Let's see what Tyrese Maxey can really do. Let's see what Tobias Harris can really do.
They might get swept. Like
they just got a hold.
They might get swept. The Heat is known. They've been known ever since LeBron left. The Heat has been known and still is known as an angry, rough defensive team. And now you don't have to worry about basically the number 1 person on the team. Harden has been flaky. So you need old Harden from the Rockets to come back and then control the other bit of the offense. And they are angry. Like the Heat is an angry team.
Murray chopped out. But, I think where we left off at. Other than that, the Bucks got rid of the Bulls. DeMar DeRozan, the worst plus minus in the playoffs. So he's pretty much the worst player in the playoffs. I don't know what the Bulls can do. They just got to restructure everything. Get back to what they were doing. I was just saying the Bulls got smoked. I mean, we all knew that was going to happen.
Bulls the Bulls, they got exposed because
Bulls can't beat a 500 team.
I mean, they lost Caruso and they lost Ball, which is their main wing defenders. So they didn't have any defense. And then combine that with the fact that the other 3 didn't show up. Like, DeRozan showed up for his 1 game, so I'm not gonna knock DeRozan. He had a 40.
DeRozan the worst plus minus in the playoffs, so he was the worst player.
I can at least say he put up a 40 bomb for the 1 game they did win. Like the other ones didn't do anything. Like Vucevic didn't see much from him.
Zach LaVine.
LaVine still hasn't done anything. And I'm just like, they're a little bit fractured. They got to get the fundamentals back right, and like the defense, try to make that better instead of just relying on 2 wing players, just do everything. So I got to see what they got to do. They star players have got to rise to this challenge and start to be a little bit more than just one-dimensional.
And don't forget Boston smoked Brooklyn
Yeah,
But speaking of Boston, nasty work.
like oh, like those stats don't even show the worst part of it. They had like the most 3-point attempts they had in playoff history. Like they just and 2 points combined with it. They were just shooting all over the place. They only had 20 points in the paint. Only 20 points in the paint. They literally were just shooting all out the wazoo. And I'm just like, y'all think y'all the Warriors or something? Like, why y'all up here jacking up shots every so often? Like y'all afraid of the Greek Freak. The Greek Freak didn't even go off on the offensive end in points. Like he didn't even. He only had like I think 24 points, but he had a triple double because they let him just facilitate along with Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday was just up there wetting that mug with his own like.
Hey, they let Giannis do NBA Jam type dunks on that game. So
what are y'all doing? When Giannis even one time bounced the mug off the backboard to himself. I'm like, yeah, this was the team that was just touted for their defense on Durant, locking them down, and they let the Greek Freak and Drew Holiday just do whatever they want. Wasn't even no Chris Middleton. Wasn't no Chris Middleton there. Wasn't that secondary score. So they were literally just doing whatever the freak they wanted while Boston would just come down and jack up shots. Like the most 3-point attempts in history, and they aren't even an amazing 3-point shooting team is bonkers. Like that just made no sense. I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Of course, the 2 stars, they didn't show up much. They was on the 10 for 31. I'm just like, no, like this is not the way that Boston is going to win this series if they're going to win. The way they're going to win this is to make this more grimy, slow the pace of the game down because they are not like this high shooting fast break. That's not them. They are a methodical team. They need to slow the pace of the game down. Get your shots, get smart shots, get good inside presence and everything. Don't let the Greek Freak just sit up there and get comfortable and do whatever the freak they want. They have bodies to throw against them. They have Al Horford, they have Tyus, they have the other side. They have bodies to throw at him. Make him uncomfortable. Slow the pace of the game down so if they don't just do what they want and stop just jacking up random shots. That's not how they're going to get this job done. No. Now, luckily, unluckily, they already lost.
Unluckily.
But yeah, unluckily, they already lost home court advantage by freaking throwing away game 1. So now they're already in the hole. So they have to win game 2. And I'm already calling it's a must-win game. You cannot go down 2-0 going back to Milwaukee and expect to come out of there in a good way. No, you need to win game 2 so that you can go to Milwaukee and try to split because this is not going to be pretty if they go and choke away game 2 at home as well. If they go and choke away game 2, they go to Milwaukee 0-2, the series is done. I'm calling it there. So,
Holly Hill, you got any faith in the Celtics?
Man, it's only one game. I mean, Tatum and Brown ain't play well. That's going to happen. They're going to be lights out like they was against Brooklyn. It's a totally different team, different defensive setup. I mean, if they come out and play well in game 2, they got a chance to tie it up. Just they weren't really killed by nobody else today besides Portis. So you limit that. And maybe you got a chance. You give yourself a chance in game 2. But yeah, if they lose game 2, I don't know.
It's not looking good.
That might be a 5-game series if they lose.
I'm done. Like I'm calling it. Game 2 is a must win. They lose game 2, the series is over. Like, straight up, the series is over if they lose game 2. I'm calling it because they cannot go down 0-2 going to Milwaukee for 2 games. Like they can't do that. That won't go well. They gotta win game 2, which means they just cannot they can't let Giannis just do whatever he wants. Giannis didn't even have like this great 50-point game. He just had mild 20, like 24, 26 points and had a triple-double. Giannis has only had a triple-double one other time.
A subpar game. I mean,
he's only had a triple-double one other time, I believe, in the playoffs or his career, one or the other. This man got his second triple-double game 1. Come on, man. No, that's not Boston. Y'all can't do that. Y'all are not this young team that just finna jack up threes and just let the other team facilitate. That's just no, you can't do that. Can't do that. Can't.
What are you seeing in the next? You're just hoping Boston wins. Are you predicting Boston can win?
I mean, I always hope that Boston win. I mean, but I had already said, I believe I said last week that Giannis is the best player on the court, period. So it's hard for me to pick against, even for I'm a Boston fan, like I literally try to think with logic. It's hard for me to pick against him when he's literally the best player on the court by far. It's not close to me. So even missing Middleton, I was saying the game would be closer That's why I thought it would be closer missing Middleton because they could zero in more on the two major threats. But they play like this series
They ain't looking good.
It'll be done in 5.
Other than that, the rematch from the play-in last year, Warriors, Grizzlies. Final drive, your man.
Jackson wins it on a quick timeout with 3.6 remaining. Brooks comes off a screen. Payne to Clark. Clark to Morant. Morant on the drive. Scoop layup. No good. It's over. Golden State holds on and wins game 1. What a thriller here in Memphis.
Clay saved that play. Let's go ahead.
Now,
My man
John Morant been driving like that the whole entire game, just killing them. Driving and killing them, driving and killing them, driving and killing them. When it counts,
we're not doing it. We're not
I'm
doing
just
that.
Saying.
We're not doing
just
that.
Saying.
We're not doing that. Clay saved that play because prior to the other layups that Ja has managed to have, Ja was able to go there, catch himself, and actually roll the ball under to get more of a fluid release. That time, because Clay sold his
so he just tossed it. He just tossed it.
He had to just keep going with it. He didn't have a chance to set himself and just tried his best to lay it up there right, and he had too much energy because he kept going. He didn't have a chance to set himself for a quicker release like he normally did the rest of the game because Clay sold his man out. Clay was like, as soon as the man passed the ball, Clay sold him. He was like, bro, I ain't even looking at you no more. Because otherwise, Ja would have had a straight run to the basket. He could have dunked it if he wanted to. But Clay sold him, which made him have to just keep going straight, and he had too much momentum, and he couldn't release it the way he wanted to. Screw that.
So how are we feeling about this Draymond ejection? Was that valid?
Hollywood? Have it first.
No, man. Let my man Draymond stay in the game, bro. Fuck out of here. The ejections begin. Well, it's Draymond, so
That's that. That's what I want to say.
I mean, he got the history, so it's not like it should be too surprising. But no, I wouldn't have did
it. It's like I admit I'm with him. I'm sure gonna say that. It's the history and the fact that it was like, it's Draymond Green, so we could release him. And to me, you could have let that go with a flagrant one. Like I know they said the hand combined with the follow through, they could have let it go as a flagrant one.
That's definitely a flagrant one. I don't think he should have got roofed.
But I'd already said, I think we said in the chat, I'm like, bro, Memphis, the officials are trying to give Memphis this win. They were doing their best to give Memphis that win, and just they managed to squeak it out.
Now with Jordan Poole said, nah, not today.
Oh, and I can go ahead and get this hot take out the way. This is a real possibility that Memphis could get swept in this series, and people are not gonna really want to accept that fact.
I'm not jacking that.
I don't think they're gonna get swept.
Simply because this is one of the worst games that the Warriors would have ever had. Draymond got ejected. Steph didn't play well. Clay didn't play well. Jordan Poole had to carry, and they won by 1 point. And you got probably the best game of the playoffs by Jaren Jackson Jr. John Morant went off, even though Desmond Bain didn't show too much. But this was one
I think that's the hottest dude in the series, though.
This is one of the highest performances you could have got from the Grizzlies, and they lost. So now, is it a possibility? Yes, because the Warriors can't play much worse than what they got tonight. They really can't. Like, no Wiggins, no Wiseman, Draymond ejected, and they literally got carried by Poole and a couple of shots from Clay at the end. This is probably the worst that the Warriors could have played, and they still managed to squeak out a win.
I mean, Clay had the clutch three at the end.
Yeah, like I said, they got the clutchness, but he didn't play well. He got 3 points. Like, they didn't play it well.
They were good for
best performances from the Grizzlies. So now, what are you looking at now? All the momentum is like on their side because now if you're the Grizzlies, game 2 becomes a must win, and the Grizzlies are a young team. So if they lose game 2 and have to go back for 3 and 4, it is a possibility they can get swept. Now, would I think they get swept? I think they can fight out and get 1. But I already said I don't see a team that's going to beat the Warriors 7 games. I just don't see that team right now. And I said that before. I'm still going to say that now. The Warriors.
Now with Jordan Poole healthy.
The Warriors, all healthy. I don't see a team that's beating them in the West. 9 7 games. I mean, they played as bad as they can. Got an ejection. Main stars wasn't playing, and Jordan Poole had to carry, and they still won. And The opposite team
barely
had 2 30-point players. Like Jerry Jackson was wetting them from the 3-point line. John Morant was unstoppable. And they still lost. Like you can't really ask
keep playing good.
You can't ask him much more. So
I don't think getting swept. I think Ja's gonna be Ja, but
Ja was Ja with 30 points. They still lost. Like they lost. Like he was Ja with 30 points.
I want to know why they think he's doing that.
Now do I think they get swept? No, I think they'll fight out and get one. But I literally like this was not good. Like this was not a good way to start off a series. You got 2 wonderful performances from 2 of your best stars, and y'all still lost. And the other team did not play well. Like the Warriors did not play well. They didn't. None of their stars in the Jordan Poole carried. Jordan Poole literally carried, and it was multiple times that they.
But that's not
on their side there.
But that's not the first time he carried.
I know, but just if you can skate by a game with just one player carrying them, you can skate by a game, and the other team played like probably their best game of the playoffs. Other than like maybe like the multiple 20-point comeback game, but just you got 2 30-point performers on their team. What more can you ask for? You at home. There ain't really much more you can ask for from them. Josh showed up, and we were wondering, okay.
Hey, it came down to the last play.
Because Klay sold, man. You ain't gonna shortchange my man like Klay sold, man. If it wasn't for Klay, he'd have dunked it. He'd have dunked it if it wasn't for Klay.
Shout out to the defense, man. Just good
defense.
You gotta make those type of plays every once in a while to win a game. Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just saying,
But all right, so who y'all got tomorrow? Can the Sixers pull out a game?
No.
Man.
they not at home either. They going to Miami. I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah, I got the Heat. As much as it pains me to say, I got the Heat.
Like, you know, like after I started what the Heat did to the Hawks, and I'm like, oh well, you know, Embiid did to fight.
James Harden.
James Harden about to walk through a Houston door and turn into that James Harden. Yeah.
Then we got a series, but unless he turn back the clock, you know, I'm like 22 and 15 assists. That was wonderful. You ain't finna have, you know, Embiid down low giving you 20 to 30 no more. That's the main focus of their offense gone. So now Tobias Harris got to give you 20 to 25. Maxey got to give you 20 to 25. James Harden got to give you 30 and still facilitate the offense. And he ain't showed that without Embiid yet. Like he ain't showed that. With Embiid, he had 22 and 15 in a closeout game where they were up by 40. So, you know, and then unfortunately, you know, Doc left him in. He defended it, was like, oh, you know, everybody always takes out their men at 3 minutes go. Yeah, that's cool, except the fact that Embiid is already injured. So any more time of him being on the court when he doesn't need to be is
or is this more now you got the orbital fracture.
Now Harden got to carry you for a series. So we can be like, yeah, if I'm back game 2 or 3, I mean game 3 or 4, he don't need to be back game 3 or 4. He needs to take all the time he can. But we'll see. They say game 3 and 4 because they might be down 0-2 going back to Philadelphia. So we'll see. James Harden turn back the clock, they got a shot. He don't turn back the clock, they getting blown out by 20 tomorrow.
Now, can the Sixers win a game? Yeah, they can. They can steal this game 1. They could very possibly steal this jump. I mean, do I think they will? No.
I doubt that though. I'm just saying like this. I believe they're gonna be cool. They just gotta play team ball. That's it.
That's the problem that I haven't seen. I don't think, based on my knowledge, I don't think they've ever had
we still play D. We in good shape.
Not Embiid. I don't think I've ever seen that this season. So I don't really know what they're gonna look like because I don't think they've ever had that. Like Embiid's always been there since James Harden got traded. So I don't recall. If I have, I'm gonna have to look up some game stats, something to see how that team looks without Embiid, but with Harden. But Harden got to go for like what 30 and 12. You know, bare minimum. I'm thinking something like that, like 30 and 12. You gotta give me like 12 assists, facilitate the offense, still be able to post up and give me 30. You gotta do something like that because the Heat is a rough defensive team. They finna come for Maxey, they finna come for Tobias, and they finna come for the Beard. So.
And Danny Green's not gonna give you 10. So
only thing I'm worrying about is I'm worrying about what's his name, man. Fucking Bam. If Bam start getting off on us.
Oh, I forgot about that. They got nobody to cover Bam. Oh my god, because Bam was.
That's what I said. That's the only thing I'm worrying about is Bam.
Bam was finna have to.
Still got DeAndre Jordan up in, right?
Shoot, man, Bam finna be free. Oh man. Yeah.
And then you got Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero.
Yeah, they got a 6 man of the year. Like they got to come out swinging. I'm gonna say that 76ers have got to come out swinging. They got to come out, punch them in the mouth, and be like, "Hey, no Embiid, we don't care." They got to come out swinging.
Keep Harden away from the strip clubs.
I don't know. This might be what Harden needs.
I mean, I just
oh shoot.
This might be the remedy. This might wake him up.
You better
pull one of the games out.
They better like if they go down. I don't think they can make it no comeback.
He gonna go to what's the Miami joint they be going to?
If he do that, it's over.
The King of Diamonds.
King of Diamonds. He gonna hit that shit up.
Over it. They showed that for about 3-4 days, bro.
He might be there now.
Well, I can't blame him.
He might be there now. All right, Suns Mavericks. What we doing for tomorrow?
I got Mavericks. What you mean? Mavericks and 6.
I'm gonna stick with what I said when I said Suns and the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. I'm gonna stick with what I said, even though Mavericks look nasty. Brunson was a welcome surprise, and nobody really saw him just exploding for these 30-point games. So he's a dependable secondary scorer. I'm gonna stick with what I said though, because even though Luka is a monster, they don't really have an answer for Aiden. They don't have no down low answer for Aiden. So, I got CP3, the point guard. He's playing out of his mind. He's like, we getting
it. 14 for 14.
Like he had a perfect game and pushed it. So he got the point guard. They don't really have an answer for Aiden. So I'm gonna stick with what I said, but the Mavericks don't give them all they can handle. But I'm gonna stick with what I said, especially if Booker gets his legs back under him and starts to go off. I'm picking Suns in 6. I'm gonna say that. But if Booker ain't there, that series to go 7. And I don't know how it's gonna go if it goes 7 games. But if Booker there and Booker can show up for maybe about 2-3 games or get his legs back on them, 6.
Other than that, we had the draft this weekend wrapping up. So I mean, how did y'all team do in the draft?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I don't have a team necessarily. But if I was a couple of these quarterbacks, like if I was the Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill, I'd already be looking for my next backup spot, bro. Like it ain't looking too pretty. I'll go ahead and be real with you. It ain't looking pretty. Like, I understand they traded him because he wanted more money. I get you with that. But Ryan Tannehill already wasn't the best quarterback, and now
fucking Christian Kirk.
Young boy gonna take his job.
Like they drafted a quarterback, and you got young wide receivers, and you wasn't the best quarterback to begin with. And both of the starting wide receivers that you would throwing to last year, both gone because Julio left and AJ got traded. I'm just saying,
they got King Henry. They'd be all right.
Yeah, just saying. You start off in a bad way. Them chants might get a little loud to start that backup and see what they got. I'm just.
I mean, we all know day one Eagles was the talk of the town. They got AJ Brown.
I still
in a driver's seat.
I don't trust Hurts.
What you mean?
I can't trust them, bro. They don't throw the ball. So like them having Devontae and Brown is a wonderful look.
Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Miles Sanders, Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts.
They don't throw the ball. It's a wonderful look for any other quarterback, but they don't throw the ball. So I don't really know what to make of it. Like they don't throw the ball. I mean, and then if I'm the Packers, they eventually drafted a wide receiver, so it's okay, but I
mean, they do a little, they do enough.
I mean, luckily they in a week side because the NFC is horrible. So luckily they got a weak side, but
I keep saying the way NFC is horrible.
We'll be straight.
It is. Like there's only 3 good teams. I've said that. I'm still gonna say.
Oh my god!
There are 3 good teams in the NFC. Every other team
We're not
is
doing
bad
that.
or questionable.
Eagles about to.
I'm just saying. I know we'll be straight. I ain't worrying about nothing. I ain't worrying about nobody.
I think
Who will be straight?
He said Eagles will be straight. I believe so.
We gonna be
legitimately.
If our defense click like it's supposed to,
even though this is sad to say, but legitimately, like the NFC East is going to be.
I believe if our defense be top 5, we gonna go further.
Like it's the NFC East will be competitive because all the teams are now a bit closer to each other. Like the Cowboys took a step back. I don't care what the Cowboys gonna say. They took a step back. So now you got to depend on
when has the Cowboys ever taken a step forward?
Like they tried to make steps forward, but just they had some stumbles. But now I can really say they took a step back because now you got to depend on CeeDee Lamb to actually be your number 1 receiver instead of feeding off of Amari Cooper.
I mean, Dak
got to be your number 2. So it's not it's more focused.
You had to argue for Dak to be a top 10 quarterback. You got to argue for Zeke.
I told you who was possibly in that slot. But
listen. You got to argue for Dak to be in a top 10 quarterback. You got to argue now for Zeke to be in a top 5 running back.
Zeke is not a top 5 running back. He's not in the argument for that. He's not a top 5 running back.
Hey, some people argue that he is. So.
Okay, they can do that.
He's top 10. He's bottom 10. That's fine.
Yeah, you might put him in 10. He's not 5.
He's bottom 10. You lost Amari. You lost D-Law. You lost,
legitimately took a step forward, and the Washington football team is the Washington football team. So we'll see what Wentz looks like.
Commander Wentz is going to show up.
And we'll see what they look like. So the Eagles will be closer because the Eagles took a step forward, Cowboys took a step back, and the Commanders are there.
And the Giants are the Giants.
They ain't doing anything. Like they have many dimes. So I'm not going to worry about the Giants.
We're not going to disrespect the Giants like that.
Okay.
What you mean? Your man Saquon.
I don't know where he got the confidence in Giants for. Anyway, where is your confidence in Giants? Please let me know.
Saquon's a bust.
Y'all come in. Look, they come in with a first round receiver.
They haven't had an offensive line, and their team has been.
Saquon Barkley is a bust.
I can't call him no bust. He's been injured, and their team has had a horrible offensive line.
A new coach come in and already he getting rid of their best receiver that I seen last year. that don't make sense to me. Like, come on now, explain. Can you explain that to me?
The New York Football Giants.
You already talking about trading the wide receiver.
The New York Football Giants, Danny Dimes.
Your joint acting up, bro.
They got Danny Dimes out there.
Your joint acting up. Damn.
Oh no, that was me doing something.
I know they got Danny Dimes and that's it.
Man,
ain't nobody.
Like I said,
he ain't never proved to be anybody anyway. So I'm just asking who is.
Is my boy Baker ever getting released?
Who the fuck is? They got Saquon. That's the only thing we know. For real.
Saquon's a bust. We're not doing this.
I'm not calling him no bust. Like
Saquon's hampered by injuries. I ain't gonna call him a bust.
That's what I said. Like,
the Giants have a horrible offensive line.
Trash.
Saquon's not a top 10 running back.
What?
You can't be good if you can't. As soon as you get the ball, it's a defender on your ass.
Wow. Why you say that? Can is the.
Oh man, I know, but
Saquon. Here go say Saquon's drives be 5, 5, 5, 1, 4,
I would never
3,
call
and then
80. If somebody said that's kind of stupid.
Right,
he's not top. Okay. Would he be top 5 on?
No,
the Chargers.
On the Chargers, what?
The Chargers. Austin Eckler's top 10. I'm just asking the question.
Saquon is not a top 5 running back. The thing we're saying is that he's been more injured and had a horrible offensive line, so he hasn't been.
If he was on a different team, would he be top 5? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
But that top 5 change every year though. You hear me?
Other than Derrick Henry, yeah.
That top 5 change every year.
Other than Derrick Henry.
All right. Hold on a second.
Definitely change every year. I want to know.
Is Christian McCaffrey top 5?
Please let me know what y'all talking about.
As of right now, no, because he hadn't had an actual year.
Okay. You know he could just do it. He could just do it with a snap of his fingers. So.
No.
Yeah, because he was top 5 before. Matter of fact, he was number 1 running back.
I want to say as of right now, I would say the past 2 years he wasn't.
Yeah, I would say the year before he was like number 1.
Year before he got injured and he out for the whole season, and then injured this year.
The year before that when he got hurt again.
Like his actual
season, he got hurt every fucking year.
He was gone for the year.
And then the year before, when he played the whole season, he did 1K.
Really like them yards, them touchdowns. I mean, like
when he did a whole season, he did 1K. I mean, he was the best running back in the football. So
best dual running.
Can't take that away.
Can he play a whole season again?
Hopefully.
That's what I'm saying. It depends. Although this year, since the Panthers probably going to start over again with that backup quarterback, just
that's what y'all guessing.
I mean, bro, we all know that. Look, Sam Darnold didn't look like the future, and Cam.
Oh, shit. Good luck with that.
Cam was Cam.
Cam wasn't pretty, so I can't say that
they got. I just feel like y'all disrespecting a lot of running backs to say McCaffrey's still up there.
I didn't say he was still up there. The last 2 years he hasn't been up there.
I said he's not based on he didn't have a good year this year.
I said he's not. Other running backs be saying that nigga still fucking.
I'm not disrespecting.
Y'all said top 5 though. I'm just saying.
If McCaffrey,
niggas said top 5.
He didn't have a good year.
Possible.
No, if McCaffrey plays a whole year, he's top 5.
Yeah, it's a lot of running backs that
plain and simple.
Yeah, that I say.
If he's healthy for 17 games, he's top 5.
All right, what we should be saying. All right, look, here we go. Ahead. Do y'all say better than Jonathan Taylor?
Yes.
No, y'all heard me. Is he better than Jonathan Taylor?
He would be.
Yes,
no.
Yes, I didn't study. Yes.
Is he better than him?
No. Yes. Yeah, he would be.
It's what have you done for me lately? And no, he's not.
I know that.
Oh my God.
Done for me lately.
Yes. If Christian McCaffrey's healthy, he's better than Jonathan Taylor.
I don't know. You must got some. You must have found some of that gold. You must have found that golden monkey or something.
I got the berry monkey now.
You must have found that golden monkey or something.
Literally, Christian McCaffrey be the best dual threat running back in the league when he has a year. And Jonathan Taylor has one good year where he's mostly like a single.
What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately?
And all of a sudden, he's gonna be better than Christian McCaffrey, who's done it for years.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all.
One of the best abilities is availability. One of the best abilities is availability.
You said one good year. How many years he been in?
Jonathan Taylor had one good year last year. That was the year he was on the map. No other year was he ever mentioned in any top 5 anything. His one good year where he was literally known as a top 5 was last year.
He been in the league 2 years.
I said how many? Bro, stop. I said. So what the fuck is you talking about? He in the league. What is you talking about, bro? How he not good?
Putting one running back who's been in the league for 2 years.
He had 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns his rookie year, then improved to 1,818 touchdowns the next year.
His first year was good too.
He better than McCaffrey. He better than McCaffrey.
You want to put a running back who had one good
I'm not jacking it.
Already proving he has a better skill.
He better than McCaffrey.
What in the world is wrong with y'all?
He's better.
No.
Bro, ain't nothing wrong with me. What's wrong with you? The man had 1,100 his first year, his second year 18. You tripping?
I need
1K in both areas. Somebody that can catch out the backfield, catch in the front field, and still be able to run through the tackles. And you got
all I know is McCaffrey ain't have 1,800 yards.
He
had 1,300.
So he's too busy. He's too busy receiving for 1,000. What are you talking about?
So is he a better receiver or a better running back? He's a better receiver.
That's the point. I have a running back that can do both, and you have a singular running back that can do one option. Are you kidding me?
Listen, bro, Moray, listen. Moray, listen. If you mean to tell me that if this man on Panthers that that has one wide receiver that he had to worry about catching the ball. Are you fucking serious? Only person catching the ball beside him is DJ Moore.
Yeah. So that means they don't have
they have 3 wide receivers.
Flood the box. And I still got Cashman and McCaffrey that was still able to produce on both ends of the floor.
Who else he throwing it to?
That's the point.
All I know is I'm gonna just say this.
I have a running back that has to do the bulk of the work.
Hold on.
They both got 2 1,000-yard seasons, and that's it. They both got 2.
Hold on. All right, let's do this. Let's do top 10 running.
Like I said, the better running back is Jonathan Taylor.
In your
easily.
As of right now, yes.
Yeah, I didn't deny it. As of right now, because Christian McCaffrey was injured. He
don't have to catch the ball.
Because Christian McCaffrey was injured.
All right, so who's all right? I want to do top 10 before we just.
You don't have to do all that. And we is talking about running back. Y'all, if you go by fantasy points, yeah, he's the best running back as far as fantasy. Come on, he's not better. He's not the best running back.
Hold on, who y'all?
Niggas ain't got to worry about him running the ball.
I'll take the running back that can do 3 different jobs.
They got to worry about him catching the ball and all that shit.
Yeah,
hold on,
that's the whole point. A running back that can do.
I need. Hold on, real quick. I need who's y'all number 10 at running back? I just need to know.
Okay,
we can just do this before we get off. Overall, everybody's healthy. Overall,
I guess what's in the best running back ever,
in the league right now.
I guess what's in the best.
No. Just currently.
If he said McCaffrey is this and that, Marshall Faulk is the best running back ever. Then Marshall Faulk.
No, I'm not talking about ever. I'm just talking currently. I'm just talking currently.
Best running back ever?
No.
If he said McCaffrey is so good, right? Is Marshall Faulk the best?
No,
he's not. I'm just saying as of right now.
Well, Marshall Faulk did that. That's what McCaffrey was doing. Marshall Faulk did that shit on the regular.
Okay. I can say the same thing about a bunch of other running backs.
As far as fantasy, but football, no, he's not a better running back than him.
Like, forgive me, we'll disagree, and I have no problem with that. But I would like a running back that can do multiple jobs on the field. Than a
hold on. Listen, Monterey, who you got number 10 right now?
Shoot. Oh. Hold up for a second. I actually look.
I get you, but that show that your team is lacking. That show how bad your team is lacking them.
By having a running back that can do 3 different jobs doesn't say my team is lacking. I just like the running back with the versatility.
That's bad. You got
liking a running back with versatility is bad.
Hollywood, you got number 10 right now.
Liking a running back that has versatility is bad.
They got
That's bad.
Number 10, I'll take playoffs
running back. They don't got nobody else doing nothing else.
Who?
Leonard Fournette.
Of course, you'll worry about the running back.
Guys, so you got number 10 right now. I'm not jacking Leonard Fournette. We're not doing that.
Oh boy.
Number 10 right now. Who you got?
You said number 10. You said Leonard Fournette.
He said Leonard Fournette. I'm not jacking that.
I want to know what type. we talking about running backs or?
He said running back.
Running backs in the league right now.
Huh?
Who you got at number 10?
If they all healthy.
I want to know.
I'm just talking, I ain't got no criteria. I'm just talking about running backs right now. They all healthy, currently in the league.
I probably rather go. I think you need. I think we need to go number 1 going to 10. Number 1 going to 10 because that's kind of like we already know who the best running back is. You got to go from here on out from there. Because it's like kind of hard. I got to think about what running back. Only can think by going down. By going from
all right, then. All right, we can do that.
I can't think from 10. 10 can be any fucking running back and it can be somebody I ain't even talking about. It can be somebody.
All right, so who's one? Who's one?
We can say Rashad Jones. We're gonna say Rashad Jones, number 10, right?
Well, no, I mean we can go number 1.
Who's 1? We can start at 1. Who's 1?
New England. Who knows? Henry, obviously number 1, right?
Derrick Henry, straight up.
All right.
Henry.
I can reject that.
It's obviously Henry. It's common sense.
I didn't disagree with anybody. I said, yeah. Now it gets shaky. Who's at number 2?
And this is where it's gonna go off the rails.
Number 2 is Nick Chubb.
He prefers General. See, okay, me and Hollywood are good because I like Nick Chubb. Me and him are. I don't mind Chubb being I'm with Hollywood.
I'm not mad at Nick.
I'm cool with Nick Chubb in there.
I'm not. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
You don't have no reason to be mad if this be picking.
I can say no. I can say Jonathan Taylor because he smoked everybody for 600 yards.
No. But we talking about repetition, kid. Like Jonathan Taylor is young, but he not there. He could be top 5. He could be 4th or 5th. I'm not getting no. I'm not getting.
He smoked yet. What? He smoked Nick Chubb by 600 yards this year. What are we talking about?
That's it. But Nick Chubb's been doing this shit every year, bro. That's what I'm trying to get you to say. Nick Chubb been doing this every year. Get the respect.
I already said I'm not mad at Nick Chubb in number 2. Who's number 3?
I got Taylor at 3.
No,
now you got 3.
I'll probably say Alvin Kamara.
I got Dalvin Cook at 3. I'm not even like. But it's disrespectful like that.
Okay.
I got Dalvin Cook.
Taylor at 3.
Another injured back. Another injured running back, ladies and gentlemen.
We said if everybody was healthy, though. That's why we.
If they're healthy, what you give a shit?
Okay, my bad. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If everybody was healthy.
If they're healthy, who gives a shit?
We have to go by their stats, right? We still have to go by their stats.
I mean, this is where everybody went off the rails. I'm gonna give Christian McCaffrey number 3.
I got Saquon at 3. Number 4,
I was giving McCaffrey at 3.
Fuck you mean? You said everybody healthy.
Yeah, I'm not happy for your choice.
We say niggas is healthy. You know, Ezekiel Elliott was playing on the bum leg last year.
I ain't knocking you. That's him.
I put McCaffrey at 5 or 6.
Like
I put McCaffrey at 4.
I'm just saying.
4. I got Joe Mixon.
Listen, if you want to go, I put most.
4. I got
Mostert at 5. I put Mostert at 5. Y'all want to be checking? I put Mostert at 5 too. The fuck y'all talking
about? Not on the Dolphins.
Huh? Yeah.
Raheem Mostert?
That's what I said. It's a lot of people like.
You made Hollywood leave.
I put Mostert at 5.
You made him leave.
Huh?
Like I got Taylor at 4, and I got Kamara at 5.
Most of the 49. What you mean?
I got Taylor.
Why are we jacking Kamara?
4. I got Joe Mixon. 5. I got Kamara.
5. I got Jonathan Taylor.
Like Mixon, I don't know if I put Mixon in top. I don't think I put Mixon in top 5.
Mixon like 8, 9 for me.
I got Taylor at 5.
I got him at 5. I mean at 4.
What are we doing at 6?
I put
6. I got Dalvin Cook.
Mixon probably got like 7 because like 6.
All due respect, you had to put McCaffrey. You had to put McCaffrey in front of Mixon.
Listen, McCaffrey not that high.
Now it's all due respect.
Yeah, you got to put McCaffrey.
McCaffrey not high on my list. That's for y'all. He like 8.
Same shit.
Ah, damn.
He like 8.
That's what I'm saying, boy. What have you done for me
lately? Because they do the same shit.
For me lately?
They do the same shit, bro.
I see it. What have you done for me lately?
I got. Who got a 6? I got Najee Harris at 6.
6, I had Cook.
Yeah, I'll take Cook at 6.
Oh my goodness.
This man here.
Oh my god. Dang, I only got him in the 10.
I got Najee Harris. He got the highest ceiling.
This is crazy, yo. Yo, listen. Let us do our listen. Won't you y'all need to pre-prep me on this shit because this shit is wild. Right. I think we just guessing right now.
I'm not guessing. I'm looking. Okay, we
just guessing. Listen.
Better yet, we
nigga up top on the right. Holy Hood.
You basketball would be even worse.
Nigga that don't be guessing right. You don't be guessing right.
we could write down our list and I'll post them on here and then we just compare and contrast.
I mean, running back.
I say we can write down our list and then I'll post them up here next episode. We can compare and contrast.
Bitch, you guessing? Woo! Right.
Oh.
I know y'all not gonna show.
I ain't really worried about this. That's about me.
I know y'all not gonna show Elijah Mitchell any credit, but it's okay. All right, so.
Well, we actually writing them down.
No, next episode you could just
Oh.
let everybody think on it. You know, you can think on it, do all that good stuff. All that is fine.
Stop fighting over Christian McCaffrey, so it is what it is.
Josh Jacobs didn't get picked. Austin Eckler didn't get picked.
Eckler down there for me. He's gonna be like 9 or 10 if he on the.
Antonio Gibson didn't get picked. Zeke.
I feel like Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones still got my respect himself. So I'm,
Aaron Jones didn't get picked.
Kareem Hunt.
I'm not jacking Kareem Hunt. He's a backup.
Like, you want to jack Josh Jacobs and freaking Zeke?
Yeah, you don't.
I didn't put Josh. I'm just saying Josh Jacobs didn't get picked.
I ain't gonna put it. I ain't gonna put it in the back. I ain't gonna put the back up there. He said
Sony Michelle didn't get picked. I heard Leonard for next
name
over.
Why would I ever take
Josh Jacobs starting?
I'm not gonna.
Josh Jacobs starts. David Montgomery didn't get called up. You know,
bro. You mentioned
we'll take some time.
Need to be in top 10.
They put up what 900 yards.
Josh Jacobs and Sony Michelle.
Right.
I'm not jacking Sony Michelle.
Calm down.
Sony Michelle, like
hold on. If everybody's healthy, Sony Michelle's the third back. We're not doing this.
Like no, you bitch. I don't even know that name.
Sony Michelle. If everybody's healthy, Cam Akers is starting over Sony Michelle. So there's no point in it.
He said Sony Michelle though.
Sony Michelle.
Like, no,
Cam Akers is starting for him.
No, mentioned in that name. He got a ring. He got 2 rings actually. For him.
All right, go ahead.
Sony Michelle is a running back by committee. He's a running back by committee, yo.
Hold on. If you say Aaron Jones, you might say A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon had 800 yards rushing.
Aaron Jones still that guy. We ain't gonna disrespect like that.
He got my
A.J. Dillon did 803 last year.
We ain't gonna disrespect Aaron Jones.
That's fair enough.
They trying, boy. They trying.
Go Delvin Singleton.
Like, I don't mind disrespecting Zeke, but like this is what we not finna do.
Sony Michelle.
You don't want that.
I didn't say Sony Michelle. I didn't even mention them. I mentioned one backup, and that was A.J. Dillon.
And then you were jacking Najee Harris. I'm like, hold up now.
I'm just what?
Can't jack
1,200 yards. Yeah, 1,200 yards rushing. What are we talking about?
I can't jack Najee Harris in top 10 already, bro.
I just said he has the highest ceiling. I just say he has the highest ceiling.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
She was the youngest back out of all of them damn near, except for what, Edward?
I respect what you. I respect what you said on that. He just throwing niggas in. You know, Cam can't do shit like that sometimes.
Like, wait. Oh boy.
Same way Jonathan Taylor getting thrown in.
What's name is still more.
Actually had a really good year.
I didn't say Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon might be 10 or 8 or 9. I know he's underrated, but
no, he ain't that low.
We jacking James Conner? He had 15 rushing touchdowns. I'm just saying.
Somebody get this man. Somebody get your man. Get your mans.
Now we're not going on stats? All right, cool.
Mans.
Never mind.
Your mans.
I thought we were going on stats.
I do more than stats. But get your mans.
I thought we were going on stats.
Your mans. It's more than bro.
My bad.
Okay.
What you done for me lately? 15 rushing touchdowns.
I do more.
Second in the league.
I'm willing to. That's why Matt Stafford top 10. I'm willing to do more than stats.
All right, I'm cutting it off.
I will do top 10 quarterbacks.
I will cut this show off every time somebody says Matt Stafford's top 10. He's not top 10. We're not doing this.
That was just to do. Top 10 quarterbacks.
Right. He's not. He's not top 10. Stop it. Please stop.
Yes, he is.
Please stop.
He is.
How?
Bruh, I'm sorry. You can't put him no lower than like 8th or 9th.
The man literally
11.
Champion. He won.
Joe Flacco's a Super Bowl champion. What are we talking about?
Joe Flacco ain't did nothing recently. He ain't got nothing stats for it. But no, this man literally won. And not to mention, he was fringe top 10 most of the years he was in Detroit. He put up the stats. He put up the numbers. He was just on a sorry team. He comes out the team 1 year, wins the Super Bowl.
It's a lot of sorry teams with a sorry quarterback that won a Super Bowl. We're not doing this today.
Sorry teams that won a Super Bowl. Which ones? The Ravens weren't sorry the year Joe Flacco won.
They weren't sorry. What?
They weren't
I
sorry.
mean, he wasn't. He really wasn't.
They won because of the defense.
Quarterback, though.
Flacco did his toes. The one team that I can remember off of recent memory that you can say was sorry was the Peyton Manning year when he won his second ring, because literally they dragged him to the finish line, but they had a top 10 defense.
All right, we're not jacking this.
Which is why he didn't get the Super Bowl MVP, while Von Miller did.
This is nuts.
Like, bro, you can hate Stafford all you want to. I'm not loving Stafford.
Stafford's not top 10. Stop saying it.
Top 10 quarterback right now.
No,
I'm sorry, dude.
They had the number one defense for real.
Like, I'm not a fool, bro. Like, sorry teams don't win Super Bowls. Like, the only one you can say that was a sorry team that might have won the Super Bowl in that Broncos year was maybe the Giants.
Stafford is not top 10. Stop saying it.
Other than the Giants, and the Giants had a top defense when they won.
No, he won a Super Bowl.
Oh my God!
I mean, he the best quarterback in the league right now.
We gotta stop this. This is madness.
I ain't gonna say
this is madness.
That's what they said. They said
this is madness.
Best receiver in the league because of what he did.
Cooper Kupp is the best receiver in the league.
Yeah, best quarterback.
I mean, he not. But
man, Tom Brady. No, they ain't say that. They ain't say that, bro. Stop lying. You be lying too much, bro. You be lying too much.
Your man Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, so what do we need?
I mean, he ain't the best quarterback in the league. Just because he won a Super Bowl, he's the best quarterback. Tom Brady won Super Bowl, and they still don't call him the best quarterback in the league.
I ain't no fool.
Nick Foles got a chip. We're not doing this.
Yeah, right.
Nick Foles got a chip. We're not doing this.
Niggas in Philadelphia, he was the GOAT.
You remember how good that defense was?
Nick Foles got a chip.
You also remember that team was like 12-4 before he got hurt. I'm talking about Carson Wentz. They were 12-4 when Carson Wentz got hurt. Remember? So that was
you still gotta win all those games. You still gotta win all those games.
They were a good team. They were 12-4 when he got hurt.
We're not
afterwards, right? They continue to win afterwards, right?
I'm tired of niggas.
They won, right? That was a good team. That was a good team,
right?
I'm tired
of niggas. No, it wasn't a good quarterback. That's what I'm saying.
It was a good team, though, right?
And we had number one defense that year too. We had
like they put up.
We had number one defense that year Patriots. Too. People didn't realize
they hung 41 Patriots, bro. Remember? I watched the game. Hung 41 on the New England Patriots.
Defense that year.
Like sorry teams don't really win Super Bowls. It's not how it works.
You'd be surprised.
I'm still waiting on the sorry team. Other than what maybe the two Giants wins and the Broncos who dragged their quarterback across
they weren't
sorry.
Your man,
if they weren't sorry, they no sorry team. Like what sorry team won a Super Bowl? If the two Giants wasn't sorry and you don't put the Broncos there because the Broncos had a top defense, I'm waiting for the sorry team. I'm just trying to figure out
how y'all if you feel like that, Ken. Why your man Kaepernick couldn't win that Super Bowl against Baltimore?
It was one throw away.
After they cheated and cut the lights off to ruin the momentum.
They cut
the lights off to ruin the momentum, and they cheated. And they came back with 30 points straight.
The power.
Hey,
Beyonce knocked the power out.
Yeah.
They was getting. They was getting blew the fuck out.
Right. Jacoby Jones had just ran back the freaking punt return.
Your man Trent Dilfer got a ring, so I'm not even jacking whatever you're saying.
And the Cowboys, was running the league at that point, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Just go ahead.
Trent Dilfer got a ring.
Admit it to your soul.
That's because you don't turn the ball
admit to your soul that Stafford's the top 10 quarterback right now.
Just stop saying Stafford's top 10. He's not. We're not doing this.
He's the top 10 quarterback right now.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, dude.
Stafford is top 10. Let's go.
He's the top 10 right now. Like
you're not gonna give me an aneurysm.
You gonna put freaking Dak Prescott ahead of him? Freaking Jimmy G? You gonna put him again ahead of him? Come on now, dude.
Oh, this Jimmy G we talking about. Hold on.
Like, you can't put them again. You can't put the people that
Jimmy G still on.
You can't put the people that he beat in front of him. They don't make sense.
Man, it's Jimmy G.
Jimmy G still up.
Okay, so how about this? Y'all can have Jimmy G as y'all starting quarterback, and I will gladly take Matt Stafford. I'm gonna take the Super Bowl winning champion that beat your dude. I'm gonna take him.
You can have that. I'm gonna
take that one. I'm gonna take the one that beat him in the playoffs.
You can have that. That's not even what I'm mad at. Stop saying he's top 10.
Top 10 is
Jesus
not really
Christ.
debated. They're gonna put people like Dak Prescott and Jimmy G ahead of him. That's cool.
I didn't even name any people, but we could sign off. Go ahead, Monray. Don't sign off with saying Matt Stafford's top 10.
Stafford is top 10, said first by Monray Hudson, your boy here. Catch me on Instagram, TikTok. Click on the links. See what I got to say. Plenty of podcasts, plenty of opinions. Come get some of it.
If we're going bad opinions, then yeah.
It's all right. Stafford top 10.
And just for sports. Just for sports. The anime ones is on point, but not Matt Stafford being.
But, it is what it is.
That's what you can find you at soon enough. Also, Gus is in the ether. I can't hear me.
He ignoring us.
I mean, you know, man. Y'all catch me, y'all mean. Y'all know I'm around. Earl Boom, Instagram, Facebook. I'm around.
Gus coming through.
If you know. I'm around.
Gus coming through soon enough. A man's point of view on a blurred cartel soon enough.
Oh man, I do that.
All these women empowerment shows. Gus got to tip the balance and be the avatar. So he'll come with a man's point of view.
On man's point of view, yes.
Tuesday nights.
Let's go.
Chris signing up.
Hey, I'm gonna have to sign up for that too. See, y'all lucky I didn't know about this.
Let's
with the freaking top 10 Marvel movies.
Let's go.
Lucky I didn't know that. I'd ask to get on that immediately.
Enough of that.
Yeah,
it ain't come yet, but what we doing Tuesday at 9? What time we doing that?
Hey, yo. You said Tuesday at 9?
Nah, the time you want to do it. What time you want to do it?
Yo, did y'all see that Sonic movie yet?
Yeah, Sonic 2. I saw it.
Nope.
I saw it.
Oh, I mean, 9 would be cool. Tuesday at 9 is cool.
Tuesday at 9, man point of view.
I said, did y'all see Sonic the Hedgehog yet? Any of y'all see Sonic?
It depends on the time.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah,
I know I record some other ones on that day too. It depends on the time.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw Sonic. I said I saw it.
We'll find out later next time on the Blurred Entertainment.
Hollywood.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
I ain't hear nobody say nothing.
It's Hollywood Sensei. You already know.
You can?
Blurred Cartel.
Huh?
It was all right.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, man.
Yo, hey, listen. Yo, you gonna have to Hollywood, you gotta put your headphones on, bro. You gotta put your headphones on, bro.